Hello and welcome. Today I want to look through the new art that has been released. And as you can see, there is a lot, so we need to go fast because otherwise my computer will explode from the amount of Chrome tabs that are open. Okay, but today we'll look at these things. So at first we have Heavyweight Demolisher from Svetlin Fedanov. And here we see some art about the monsters machines that are in the set. I've chosen not to do Dominaria United right away as well, because that would actually explode my computer and all surrounding buildings. But let's go through them a little bit faster as well, because otherwise I think we'll die. Here we see Repair and Recharge. I think it is used a lot in Draft, or at least I have seen it a lot. And we can see that actually we see a machine getting saved, and that is not often the case because a lot of machines get left because they are not worth enough. But this one must have been ahead of its time, so they didn't really want their opponents to get this machine. Then we have Keeper of the Cadence. What's the lore here? What you call magic, I call the power of memory. So they keep a rhythm, I guess. I'm actually not sure. So that's really cool. That I don't know. But seems that I like to believe that they are keeping a rhythm with their weird instrument. Alright. Excavation Explosion. It's just a power stone that is showing us how people can get into the hard parts of the earth, I guess, by exploding a dangerous bomb, I think. Ursa's engineers could take weeks to dig out the power stone. The goblins weren't so painstaking. They weren't so exact. The goblins just exploded themselves to get the power stones. That's volatile, but I think they like it that way. Monastery Swift Spear seems a little bit like cartoony now that I look at it here. But of course, used a lot because it's an aggressive creature with haste and prowess. Can get in for a lot of damage in instant and sorcery decks mostly. But that's cool. I've never seen that before. Reconstructed Thopter. So doesn't seem reconstructed actually. It just seems like it's constructed for the first time, but maybe because there's wood on it. That's a little bit weird. From above, the brothers noticed strange glyphs etched into the desert sand. What? Oh, from above because they are viewing the world through their Thopter or something. What did they see? Junkyard Genius, the discard guy, just looking at junk, and I've never noticed this, but this is actually a lamp on his helmet. That's useful and new. We have Cradle Clear Cutter, which is actually a broadened piece of art, I think. No, it does fit all the way here. Why is it so broad? So here should be more of the art down here, but okay, maybe that's a secret. This is 1,000 year of growth harvested in minutes. That's how harvesting usually works. Phalagi Excavation, and this is interesting because usually we see the Phalagi as sort of the enemy, but here we see two like brothers who are happy with each other, more happy than Ursa and Mishra were. They create 3 tapped power stones, which they have found, which is pretty amazing, and gain 3 life. Few relics excited Phalagi archaeologists more than Thran power stones, which they called Eye of the Old Ones. Oh, how they didn't know. Involuntary cooldown. It's like finding oil right now, and where people will fight you for it. Involuntary cooldown. So no, I don't think you want this cooldown, I guess. Tap up to 2. So they freeze the robot. Involuntary cooldown. Funny. Back to the ivory towers, this won't hold for long. No, 2 turns you have. Ursa Silex. Do we see something interesting in here? We see a little bit of destruction. Oh, we see a lot of destruction here. This is after the blast, it seems. So we see like the crater and how it changed the world and how the ice is starting here. That is actually interesting. Never seen that before. Oh, because it isn't on here, I think. Oh, cool. So we see a little bit of the extension of the art here as well. That's awesome. Disciples of Gix, a little bit scary, and they were in the story as well, I think, when they sort of attacked the ferry. They all of a sudden saw him. Scary because of this smile, it's pretty scary, but also this smile is pretty scary as well. And this guy is just, he wants to eat you or something. Latnam Adept, just a cool guy, being cool, being zen. Lawrence Escape. We've looked at this a lot, I think, in the unpacking that we did. I don't think I'll spot anything new because I have already dived deep so badly. But we see the Silex again here. Scrap Work Rager. With these things, I like to see how scary this would be, and I think very scary because we see like swords and arrows already in this guy. And the Rager still moves on, doesn't seem to stop a lot. So I don't think we'll beat him here. Gurgling, that's a scary word. Anointer. So this guy will be anointed, but I don't think that he wants to be anointed. What does he do? Whenever you draw your second card, put a +1 counter on them. When they die, return another creature. He doesn't want to be returned. Oh, he's taking him back to battle, I think. But he doesn't want to battle again. Maybe that's even scarier than the Gurgler. The Gurgling Anointer. Blanchwood Armor returns, and we see how it sort of wraps around this person. Also, their weapon is also made of armor, and I think that's legit for the fact that they get power as well, next to their toughness. Felden Ronan Excavator. A staff, all sorts of ice. He finds a robot. A huge robot because it towers around him as a gate. Can block. Excavates cards when he is dealt damage. But why the damage? Interesting. Awaken the Woods, which makes forest riots, and we see a lot of forest riots running out, but also the forests themselves, I guess, running after them. Alright, and they are walking over the machines to show that nature is fighting back against the machines, I think. Clay Champion is, I think, the Celestia robot, yeah. Alright, so flags, sort of spear. That does seem scary that he is running so fast and he is such a big guy. And we might be seeing some of the friends that he killed. Or maybe they have been killed around him. This does seem like a very strong champion to have on your side, though. Perennial, what's that? I don't know. Behemoth? Perennial. I don't think I know what that is. Can you see this, by the way? Yeah, you can. Okay. You may play lands from your graveyard and then unearth. Okay, so they take lands back, they sort of regrow them maybe. They destroy artifacts as well, it seems. Don't see much else in there. Thraxodemon, another one of the discard guys. Oh, maybe this should be here. I'm so sorry. And maybe it should be bigger anyways. Or bigger. I didn't want the ads, but for you. But alright, now I noticed that I didn't really show all of the art, I guess, all the time. Let's put it back like this then. Maybe I should put my head in front. Is it better? Yeah, I think so. Now you see what I see, at least. Okay. Did you see? Yeah. So Ursa and Mishra weren't the only denizens of Terra shared to cover the Power Stone's energy. Oh, so he's eating the power stones out of the robots. That's actually interesting and might have kept the peace a little bit on Dominaria. Transmigrant's crown. So this is the crown of a robot, and we see sort of the oil around it. This is from Mishra, so not really, I think, Phyrexian stuff. I got legit jump scared because I thought this girl was behind me. She wasn't. No, I'm sad. No, I'm fine. Maybe I'll go like this. I won't be scared. Falachi's soldiers hated seeing loved ones faces amongst the transmigrants. Ashnod devised a solution. Oh, so they had to put this over their heads. Oh yeah, we saw that from before. That's actually empathetic, I think. So thank you, Mishra. That's really sweet of you. You still turned them into zombies, but I guess that's better than losing more living beings. Levitating statue, which is levitating. In fact, I thought it was standing on something, but the statue is still levitating, so that threw me. It has flying. That's, I think, logical for a levitating statue. And whenever you cast non-creature spells, put a +1 counter on them, sort of shown by the spells here with the lightning effect. And then you can make it a 1/1 creature. Cool. Battery bearer is the person in a robot suit that brings people more batteries. Is this a dwarf? No, it's a human artificer. I thought because she was short that she was a dwarf. Creatures you control have the power to add mana. This mana can't be spent, can only be spent on artifacts or abilities, I guess. Are there more things? Whenever you cast an artifact spell with mana value 6 or greater, okay, she helps with that. Draw a card. She always leads the charge. The charge because the batteries. Okay. And there she is again. Sardian Cliff Stomper, a nippled Minotaur. Again in a sort of cartoony style. Is this from the same person? No. Joseph Weston. Okay. I think cool armor. But yeah, I guess why not? Oh, there I go again. I took down everything, but from my computer and reinstalled everything again, but it doesn't work still. With the camera stuff that I told you guys about before, so I'll take on the task of looking for it every time. But I think he set something on fire, this Minotaur, and he's looking down on us and he's ready to clap our cheeks. That's what I'm getting from this. And then he has nipples and tattoos. And he wears little armor because he doesn't need it. He will beat you with his 2 axes. That's the story, I think. Giant Cindermaw with a card for size, which is fun. And it is sort of exploding from its bulging chest while he is spewing lava all around. And there we have him again. Horned Stone Seeker. Oh, I really like this kind of painty effect actually here because of the sand, and I love the texture and the colors are so pretty. But he's looking for more of the stones, I think. Yeah. More of the power stones, what I mean. Yeah. I just like the colors, I think. So that's enough, often. Gaia's Gift. Very detailed again, so yeah, I guess this must be digital. When it came to fighting an army of trees, even Mishra's best generals were stomped. Like a tree stump, I think. And I love the swirls here. That's really cool. They're like circular and powerful, it seems like. But also then here's the harmonious flowing one. Flowers. Sort of the small branches, and they are very defined, which feels so strong for a nature being. Are they a dryad or something? We don't know, but they are a tree lady. So I guess the fact that the barge has converged so hard into a sort of green shelly armor, that must mean that they are very strong. Lay down arms. We've seen that in the soldier video actually, and here you can see that it's really about that swords to plowshares type of moment where someone lays down their arms and takes up the sickle. So it could have been for the other card. Villagi Chain Dancer, which we have also seen in the frontliner video. They dance with chains and they sort of whop them around, I guess, to hit you. All right. Carrion Locus. That's I think the most scary thing I've seen. Who is this? Nino is. No honor, no glory, no leftovers. No leftovers indeed. They will be eaten by these giant flies. Yeah, you don't want to die there. You were either a zombie and no leftovers because your body will be reaped to become a zombie as well. This is definitely a terror ballista. This looks so misformed. Wow. And we see the transmigrants with their helmets as well. I've never seen that before. Does it do something with zombies? No, but it just shows us that they're from Mishra and that this terror ballista is such a huge spear, so they must be trying to hit some huge robots as well. It seems strong. Coastal bulwark is like stopping waves, maybe. That's useful. Yeah, I guess they are just stopping waves. A trench stalker is a sort of bat, I would guess, from seeing this. Oh, and they are trying to hide from sight, but they are blind, so they are pretty boned. It can hear a panicked heartbeat from 1,000 paces away. Well, then you don't have long, probably. And the thing that's scary as well is we're used to seeing a face first when we need to run. You know, when they see us, we can run, but this guy already hears your heartbeat, so he doesn't even have to look down. The claw comes first. Ursa Power Stone Prodigy is Ursa here putting a Power Stone into a Thopter. And a small salamander, which you probably haven't seen because it is below the fold of this card. Small salamander here. Ashnod Flash Mechanics, another one that will probably have some beautiful small details. So what are they doing here? Does it say? When they attack, you may sacrifice a creature to create a tapped Power Stone. So they are sort of extracting energy, I guess. The weird thing here is that she is really holding that hair. Ugh. They're definitely stripped of all energy, I think, this thing. Maybe this is sort of getting the energy out of this. Is this a claw as well? I don't know. Okay. No details that I want to look at. Cityscape Leveler. It's just a big dino robot. People are pointing at it, running away, and here is a city for size, actually. So yeah, it's bigger than a city, so you're probably dead. Recruitment Officer shows us people being happy around the officer, and she's showing them what jobs she has, I think. This figure is destroying a dragon engine, or maybe it is showing that the engine is destroying another robot between its teeth. With a snap of metal like a strike of lightning, the tide of war shifted in Mishra's favor. Yes, this is the moment where Krug was destroyed. I don't know, a lot of cities were destroyed. Spotter Thopter, the second one, or I guess the third Thopter that we've seen, I believe. yeah, just spots Thopters. And this one is a big one. It's a 4/5 even when you play it as its full form. Juniper Order Rootweaver. Oh, this is, I think, such a beautiful and intriguing card to me. Because, yeah, I don't know, just the flavor, I guess. What Phyrexia takes, the grace of Freyalise shall replenish. So her arm has been taken maybe, and then Freyalise brought it back. Maybe this was after the Phyrexians left or something. I think that is really, really beautiful. So maybe she's a sleeper agent now and her arm will be used later. That would be cool. The Elder Dragon War, which is in Dominaria United. Ah, okay, so they mixed them up a little bit because they weren't uploading Art of MTG, were uploading stuff around this set. Maybe they had a week off for Christmas or something. But we see the tree bark that it is made in, so that is cool about the saga. Then we see the humans that were fighting the dragons and the dragons that were fighting the dragons, but Nicobolas and the Spirit Hugin are fighting each other at the top as sort of the main thing about this dragon war. Thopter Architect, so we see the wings of a Thopter here, and she's creepy smiling at us. She'll only fly once. Okay. Clay Revenant is a leftover robot. Not much new here for the set, I think. Unleash Shell. Ah, so this is like the powerful moment when a gun is firing and it is sort of punching back. And it isn't even punching back because it's a still picture, but it feels like it is. I think because of the other beams that are coming down. Here is the sort of force field that it is hitting. And then we see these two soldiers that are down here, sort of ready to reload the thing. I think that is what we're seeing. Iron Craw Crusher. So is this a crab hand? Yep, it is. And then we see a treekin and then some like elves around it to show, I guess, that it is a green card. So what does it do? When it attacks, target attacking creature gets power equal to its power. Okay, so it attacks and then it gives one of the trees power or something. I don't know how, but they do. Blade Coil Serpent is definitely a sick serpent, and this noble is lying around in fear around it. So it is Grixis, sort of the other side, I guess, of the champion that was Celestia. I think that's why these two cards are really cool against each other as well. But this one lets you force an opponent to discard, lets you draw cards yourself, and could get in with more power and haste, where the champion was more stable and was more about putting +1 counters into the battlefield to defend sort of your lands. So that's a cool small cycle. Dominaria United. Pietra, Crafter of Clowns. Oh, yeah, we're getting into Infinity now, I think. But they are pretty mixed, so yeah, if you don't like this, you can switch off, of course. But I like it. I like the art, at least. And it's fun to look at them, I think. So here we see how they are making clowns with inside jokes, knee slappers, and outdated memes. And dad jokes, oh, they're putting them under the outdated stuff. That's harsh. But she's making clowns. Then we have Night Shift of the Living Dead. People that are sleeping or probably dead anyways. An arm here. A zombie is getting some snacks. This one doesn't have a head, or it has, but isn't on his face, on his neck. Captain Rex. It's just a sort of archetype of an annoying space captain. Perfectly delivered, I think. Soul Swindler is trying to get your soul, probably a demon. Yes. What does it say? 3 tries to decide your fate. Fabulous prizes. Probably no until Torment. Probably. And the bear also has an eye hanging out. I love the small things that are possible in Infinity. People are screaming in a roller coaster. An Ariel elephant. It's not that hard. You just have to focus. But it's funny because the elephants are usually big, but this one is lithe. And does look fabulous with that slurf trunk swaying backwards. Everyone wants to talk about the elephant in this room. I think the flavor is more interesting here sometimes. Scampire. Oh, so again a scammer. They are definitely... Oh, so he's saying yes, this is a lotus or something? Or maybe it's saying it's a monster, but it is a lotus actually, and the joke is that we should value lotuses. I think that is the case. Petting zookeeper. Where's the joke? Animal food? Petting zoo? Oh, because the spider is already out. Right. Calling it a petting zoo really saved on cages. Okay, so it's really dangerous animals, but we call it a petting zoo to enable to not have to make cages. A wolf in clothing, in sheep's clothing, because he is a fan of the sheep. That's beautiful. Knight in shiny armor. But what is the difference about his armor then? Oh, it shines with lights. Ah. That's good. Good pun. Scooch? Like scooch over? What? No, that's ridiculous. Of course the rat doesn't work for the park. I've never seen it before in my life. Ah. So the black thing around the theme park is that they are sort of scamming everyone. That's fun. Steam vents, a beautiful land. D00DL caricaturist. Caricaturist. Sorry. But I think what I mostly love about this is that it is actually a painted thing, or it seems that way at least. Yeah, that's beautiful. They are painting themselves as a robot. The artist is Ralph Horsley. Again, Ralph, do they make a lot of art for this set? Draconian gate bot. So only dragons may pass or something? Draconians? You must be this tall to ride. You have 10 seconds to comply. Oh, so and this one is using a Hoover jet to be higher up. Rat in the hat. Just a rat in a hat. Ambassador Blorpity Blorp Boop. Why can I say that? It doesn't seem logical. Cynic guy. At the beginning of each combat you may have Ambassador Blorpity Blorp Boop's base power and toughness become equal to the total power and toughness of all stickers on permanents you control. Yeah, the weird mechanic. But we see Chandra, we see like Big Daddy Dude and Liliana. Why? Sometimes I just can't think of the names of the most important things. But he has a lot of stickers, of course. Garrick. You must be screaming at me. Popcorn. Do we see more? We see more, but I don't know what it is. Hardy of Mira's Marvels. A 4-mana green guy. I'm getting flashbacks to 5-powered creatures. 4 power. Whenever you cast a spell with the chosen number of lines of flavor text, put that many +1 counters on the target creature. That many? The lines. Okay. I don't know. He's just a fabulous guy, I think. Resolute Vegisaur wants to get you to be a vegan, even though he's a Tyrannosaurus. That's a joke here. Well, why am I explaining these jokes, actually? Impounding a lot bot. Because often, I think because often I don't get them. Not all tickets can be exchanged for prizes. Yeah. Oh, because he's a police robot and he delivers fines. Focused fun ambulist. Ah, so he saves people. Also, he shouldn't have balance because of this guy, but he still does. Okay, cool. Comes to save you. Hardy again. and I guess the Tyrannosaurus. And whoa. I have flashbacks. Celebrate 1000 is a confetti machine that has robots behind it to clean up after them. Okay, that's fun. Glitter Flitter. Oh, so it's a flittering bug person with glitters. Oh, that's beautiful. I would love that at a party. Clandestine Chameleon. So he pays for his stuff. Bag check, which apparently needed here. A Hedron. You see here, you see like Memnorg, some Kaladesh Gremlins, Fubblethub, Candy. Okay, so a lot of Krark's thumb, actually. Okay, cool. It must be so fun to make these. This and vowel. Oh, because their vowels are... Don't finish that sentence. One clown band. So with tooters and hooters and stuff. Makes a lot of clown noise. Animate graveyard. So not just the robot, but the whole graveyard is animated into a big robot flying thing. That's dangerous. Main event horizon. Oh, event horizon, main event horizon. Yeah, I don't know these words. Oh, but it is a dangerous one because this arm is flying off into a black hole. So dangerous. Ossuary rats from Jumpstart now. You know you've ventured too deep when the rats stop running and hold their ground. Oh yeah, you're in danger. Definitely. Karn liberated as a cartoon, holding his hand up, but he's dead now, I think. Agris Goss is a spirit now, helping his armies. Disciple of Perdition, whatever that is. When they die, choose one. If you have exactly 13 life, you may choose both. You draw a card and lose 1 life? No! Oh, and exile target opponent's graveyard. That player loses 1 life. So they help you keep your balance as well, I guess. But that is a dangerous person. And is this that tree that takes all of your life? Maybe. Swarm of bloodflies. Oh, I hate this. But I'm going to get this here because I want to look at what perdition is. A state of eternal punishment and damnation into which a sinful and unrepentant person passes after death. Oh, so they want to be perditioned. I'm actually taking this one again for later if I need to look at something. Benevolent Hydra is giving people something. Oh, that's so nice. It's a Hydra, but it doesn't eat people, it helps them. It enters with X+1 counters. What do they give? Is what I want to know actually. +1 counts probably. If one or more +1 counts would be put on another creature, that many +1 counts are put on it. Okay. Remove a +1 counter from them, put a +1 counter on other people. He's giving away strength. And people are coming to get it. And all of his heads are giving away a bit of strength. That's so cute. Alundra Sky Dreamer is stripping her eyes off with dragons and serpents. Do they work with serpents or is this a drake? Yeah, this is also drake. Oh, so these drakes also swim in the water. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Nezumi Bone Reader. Oh, it's so awesome from Jumpstart that we get all these sets coming together, man. Coming out. Oh, that is exciting me. It is. Okay, so what does this one do? He reads bones and a skeleton at that. Oh, this is so cool. The Wisps. Who did this? Leonardo Santana. Whoa, that's a cool effect. Coal-born entity. Born from coal, actually. This is an avatar. It's an elemental. The blacksmith forgot to feed the forge, so the forge fed itself. Ooh, he ate the blacksmith. Rodolph Duskbringer. Is this from Strixhaven? A hot boy from Strixhaven? Is it? It's a vampire. Could be. Could be from Strixhaven. Vampire angel as well. Might be Innistrad, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. A vampire hot boy angel. Task Force. From the Boros Legion. Are attacking in and they are sort of going silent, and then this guy. He is scared, but he has a book. He will read if it doesn't work. Cool. Look at this. He knows what he'll do. Lita, mechanical engineer, is taking some power. It's on Kaladesh, you can see from the shapes. Oh, that's beautiful. Creates big zeppelins. Oh, so Lita is like charging zeppelins on. That's cool. And zeppelin is a creature type, right? Oh no, it's named Zeppelin. What's the creature type? I don't know. Festering evil is taking over the plains. That's thematic. Evil is never absent, only hidden. Ashcoat of the Shadow Swarm is creating a rat here. It has these rings in their hair and the pinky thing of the rat. Oy, oy. I like that. Isu, the abominable snowman. Do we have humans for skill? No, just a flag. So pretty big guy. A 5/5. Mild-mannered librarian might be a wolf, actually, if we look at her furry ears. Oh, they're there as well. But they're mild. They become a werewolf sometimes. She had always believed in the transformative power of great literature. Oh, so she's reading about something and that makes her a wolf? Whoa, that's cool. Maybe it's a very good story. Blood artist. Is an artist with blood, but maybe his own blood. Oh, it is. Look at his hands. No, it's all wrong. I need more. Bring me more. Oh, no, it's not his own. It's not his own. Balan, Wandering Knight, is a cartoonish furry knight. I'm feeling generous. I'll let you choose the blade that slays you. Left. Runadi, the behemoth caller, is calling a huge behemoth, actually. It's just like, come get that food. Alright. Hold for questioning. Oh, we're on the streets of New Capenna. Looking at them with the lamp in their face, which we see in many movies. Kenessos, priest of Thassa. So does he blink? He scries. Okay, good priest. We have Magnanimous Magistrate. Oh, is this not Alicia, the monarch set? I don't know. Reprieve counters. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies if its mana value was 1 or greater, you may remove that many reprieve counters from Magnanimous Magistrate. If you do, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Oh, not 0, because you can go infinite with that. Cool. What do they do? Magnanimous? Do they just roll for what they will do or something? I think so. Brazen Cannonade. On Ixalan we are shooting a goblin. Classic. Renegade Demon. slashing his chains and flailing humans around. That's metal. Caustic Caterpillar is sort of destroying this metal with its jaws. From the Consulate, so Kaladesh again. It seemed that way, but again, Kaladesh launch mishap. Destroying their Thopter. Uktabi Orangutan. We notice, it has been changed. Preston the Vanisher is a rabbit vanishing. The Vanisher. Because rabbits often get lost in the hat. That's cool. That's so cool. But this rabbit is vanishing the other people. Yeah, it's a cartoon Kiki Jiki. Do you know how fun that is to say? Say it. But Kiki is mirroring a cat, a snake, all sorts of tribal stuff. Rampaging growth. Whoa, this insect is huge. A house for skill. Glint Raker. He's taking robot stuff. That's also cool. We're back to the Brothers War. I didn't even notice. I was like, hey, this could be on Dominaria, in the Brothers War. But it is. Traxos returns as a cartoony. The planes without the huge robots. I think these are cool too, though. Kyla's music box. This is a sad thing, but I don't know. Kyla wondered if Ursa's repair of the music box was a display of affection or just of skill. When did this happen? I actually don't know. This lion again. We saw this in the recruiters art too. Maybe it has a secret message. Wondrous Crucible. Don't know what this is. Great Furnace. That's a furnace. With lions again. Maybe it's a complot. Sardian Avenger. The big belly. I love it. I just like his chunk. Staff of Titania. You know what I didn't notice before? The dryads in the background again. It's so easy to miss. But I think that's the purpose. And is she coming out of water? It seems that way to me, but I don't know. That would be fancy. Ursa's workshop making the robots and this is a bulwark wave stopper. Terishare's devastation. Whoa. Is it a butterfly? No. It's just a big explosion, like a black hole. Hexavus is sort of plowing the fields. Nothing bad is happening here. Mountain. Sort of kite sail rock. Mishra, the eminent one. He's standing on one of the robots. That's cool, but he has a different robot for himself because he wants to be cool. Root Path Purifier is purifying the ground with flowers. March of Progress. We see stuff. This is progress, I guess. He's made little hearts in his robot's arm. That's cute. He's so cute. Island. Are these lions again? Yeah. And this is maybe Tolaria? Or Latnam? Thanos is just an old guy. But do we see stuff? We see him making toys, maybe again. But these do seem like war robots. But maybe he wants to make toys out of them. That's what the story said. Sunwell Avenger Ace. This is one of the robots that are activated by sending light, but they also work on themselves and they fight, which is pretty metal. Seed of the Synod. Another wind kite rock. Archimandrite. Is this an Archmage? I guess so, they're legendary. Oh, is this a Archimandrite? Yeah, I'll have to look that up. If I can. Archimandrite. Who's 20G? Can we see? The Archimandrite. Nothing. In lore, she is the ruler of Teresia City and the boss of the Third Path. She was never named in old lore, only referred by her title, the Archimandrite. And I'm a little surprised they kept that up instead of giving her a real name. Yeah, it's true, it's a legendary creature. That's weird actually. But she's saving the people from the Third Path, I guess. That's pretty cool. She's screaming as well. Swamp. A guy here? Ooh, mysterious. I don't know who that is. Blast Guide. Furnace. Doing dragon. Mountain. Oh, from Phyrexia all is one. All will be one. So the cool thing here is the set symbol, which they have already said, but I guess that's still the cool thing about this. The forest has this too, but it's a branch going through it. The branches are a bit weird, as you can see, because we are on Phyrexia. The swamp has a very straight one. I think this one is very well done by Elena, who made all of these, by the way. Yeah, swamp stuff. Don't touch that. Oh, Goth. Also with a sort of Phyrexian symbol here. Zwar is holding the skull from just a Phyrexian, I think. But I think that one is here. Yeah, cool. Oh, also goes through or behind the mana symbols. Jorkadin, first Gold Warden. We see him dancing here. Plains, a very normal thing. I think Alice Norn really wants to use the symbol for herself. And the island has just a sort of wrapping before it, which is cool. They can't have done this on purpose, I think. But still looks cool. Dreams of steel and oil. Again in the way of Jorkadin. Mishra's nightmare of Phyrexia rang with screams of agony and groans of twisted metal. The sound stayed with him long after he awoke. Oh, Brothers War. Okay. Platoon Dispenser. Dispensing out platoons. That's literally what it says. Survivor of Corliss is surviving, but doesn't have a lot of sword left to go. Yeah. Ursa's command. Ooh. So we see a barrier. People marching, like mages, marching towards him. Maybe wanting to fight. Maybe he's a little bit lonely, it seems. Moons. See his wife standing in the fire with the power stone and the silex here. And then his robots coming in. And his wife is burning. That is the story. Soul Partition, Teferi is being ripped apart. Arcane Proxy. Is this a doubler? No. Can take spells from the ground. Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard. Just protects legendary people. You do want this guy as a bodyguard, I think. Gix's command shows him holding the Phyrexian power and needles, which are scary to some. Falagi Vanguard, again seeming like the enemy because they are charging with that big open old man mouth. No One Left Behind. No One Left Behind. We see them running together here from the robot. Simeon Simulacrum is a robot ape, which I think is cool because they needed to give Green some robots as well. And going really fast and whipping up 4 people in one moment. And this guy doesn't have long. Hercule, Master Wizard, holding her magical stare, which is extra as hell. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger will eat people. It's weird that this is a flesh gorger though, because it's so big, but I guess effective at finding humans. Titania again, not in water this time, wearing a beautiful dress with her knees exposed. Llanowar Waste. Oh, this is a cycle? Yeah. Does it say? No, it just shows us how the lands were destroyed. But the Llanowar forest wasn't destroyed too much. Battlefield Forge from the cycle shows us a battlefield, which is very Boros. Evangel, where's that? Evangel of Synthesis brings the word of the synthesis, having been synthesized a bit himself. Those really look cool, like the Brea arms, the Esper robot style. The Might Stone and the Weak Stone, 2 stones and robots fighting in the back. Haven't seen that before. Island with the big robot. Plains, again, big robot. Sort of car this is. A dragon engine, the Mishra guy. Ripping a head off of a ballista robot. Didn't have a chance. Stand a chance. Zephyr Sentinel. Should work with wind, I think, but apparently electricity is a Zephyr thing as well. At least works with storms. Thanos the toy maker making his bird toy. His toys are really big though. Is that what you want to be playing with? Also a snake? Is that the toy? It's really weird that he didn't use these designs in his robot making career. Because that would be... Oh, maybe he's older actually. He's older than he used to be in the other art maybe. Maybe he's even older and now he's making toys again. I think that is the thing. Oh, that's awesome. Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. Having his followers before him. I think I never saw that. Or noticed it at least. Because of the big fire thing, probably. Raised to the ground, we see the bodyguard. The legendary. And robots attacking a wall. Which doesn't seem effective. The temporal anchor. We see what Teferi has been in. Oh, this is his gravestone thing where he is now sleeping in forever. Cool. And you can definitely see that Saheeli made this because of its beauty. Urza, Prince of Krook. His stone is here. Mishra had it in his hand. He's using a staff. And he is again touching robots, which he likes to do. Titania, Gaia Incarnate. He's now big and not wearing a dress anymore. Still has the pattern here, and she's very angry. You can see it. Maybe anguished as well because her forest is burning. Thopter, Mechanic, is having... It has a weird... Why not use a gauntlet form? Because that's what we're used to, but no. They have to use something extra fancy as a glove. Mishra's research desk. Do we see stuff here? Must be. I don't know though. I'm sorry if I don't know the old stuff. A piece of hair is burned. That's actually interesting. Maybe someone can decipher this. Okay, I'm ashamed. Argoth, Sanctum of Nature. Okay, definitely saving the nature. Mishra's Foundry. Do we see him here? No, I don't think so. They're just walking there on their own. He isn't as much a tyrant as you think. Fauna Shaman. A frog. That is very nice. Do we see owls? I like owls. What's this? Is that a scroll? Maybe. I call on both predators and protectors. For now is the season of war. Oh, the season of war. Urza again with the stone and the Silex this time. Is that it? Comets? Yes. Urza Planeswalker, the 2 stones in his eyes. Wow, that's insane. He's walking towards us. I'm getting shrills. Queen Kyla. We see her with the dreads that sort of signify her to me from the other arts. It's so realistic. That's insane. And we see her city in the background. thriving, and the nobles which we are made to dislike. Search engine is the growing engine that's so annoying in standard. Aeronaut's wings. Oh, you know what's cool about this? We see two guys flying down here, and the soldier is getting ready to drop down. That's awesome. Also, the wings only work once, which we learned today. Blanchwood Prowler. Ooh, being held together by these things is very Esper as well. Obliterating Bolt. Why do they look away? Is he blind? Maybe. Pero called on his memory of a lightning storm that nearly killed his family. When he opened his eyes, only smoke and dust remained. Oh, because he is imagining the storm. Whoa. Take flight. Is this? Though neither brother cared to admit it, flying the ancient Thopter was their last happy moment together. Oh. Oh, this is such a sad moment. Look at them. Oh. Drefna, founder of Latnam. This feels very Saheeli to me, actually. Maybe because of the time travel. Whoa, that would be sick. That they changed history. Yotian Frontliner. What I love about this is that she's actually a little bit old, as we can see here. Haven't noticed that before. Yeah, but I used her in a thumbnail. Sorry. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Oh, she has Eyes of Gaia because... Oh, maybe she's blind as well? I don't know. But she can see something that we cannot see. Birds of Paradise. Oh, that is so awesome. Birds of Paradise. And the wood armor again. Oh, this is a lot. And her wood is burning from the war. Oh no. Over the top. That's not a joke. You can't make a joke about this. This is serious. This is like war stuff. Oh, is this from the story where the old guy and the two young... Oh no, there were 3 young people there. No, it's not from the story, but still, very heavy moment. Oh, and they told us as well about how they wanted to be late every time, because then you don't have to be on the front lines. Supply drop. Just a box with the line stuff again, from the music box. Came down from the sky and now all the hooks immediately fall off. That's sufficient. Conscripted infantry are very young. Probably because the adults were all up. Oh, and this is how many battles it's been in, maybe? Or how many deaths would that be it? Is she really drawing that on here? What a happy family. Veteran's Power Blade is in a robot. And that is why it is from a veteran. He has survived the battle. Gaia's Courser is a centaur, is what it's called. And we see, is this a Thopter? It has been taken down by a tree branch. Maybe that's what we're seeing here. That's pretty cool. Sentinel Stalwart. A lot of ballista shots. Again, the fire's burning, which is a thing in the green cards, I guess. And she's ready to attack. Tokasia, Digside Mentor. Very old as well. Has grey hair. I guess that's my reference. Are these coins? She's just looking at it for historic purposes. So that's maybe why she's holding it up with these things. Oh, this is one of those. To hold the robot up. And we see some people working in the back. And again, this kite sail stone. Moment of defiance. A moment to keep surviving. Maybe with the purple magic here. Nope. I don't know. Teferi. We see here. Oh, that's cool. We see here moments of time going through here. And here. Because he is time traveling. Whoa. Mishra's command. We see the dragon engine stuff. The two brothers falling apart and him looking resentful, and the dragon engine comes up here and this robot's here. Do we see zombies? I don't think so. And we see like the changed arm. Portal to Phyrexia. The fractions coming out. Okay. The nightmare returned. Epic confrontation. Wow. You've let yourself grow old and your light is dimming. Shall we talk one last time, or must I slay you now? Says Mishra to Ursa, who hasn't grown old. Scrap work mod. Ooh, that's actually... Never looked at the smoke before, but that is good texture. And the fire too. Meryl. Two robots here behind her. The lion shield. Okay. I don't see that much else. This enchant is such wild art, I think. I always notice this when I play against it. People falling apart, sitting down, blasting a large robot. This enchant. Several thousand more to go. The Fall of Krook. This seems like exactly the same pose as the other one, but they're made at the same time, so not making insinuations here, but I think that this is a logical pose for a dragon engine. Because they're long, we see their strong side here, their neck. Airlift, chaplain. Oh, they're emotional about who they're saving, with their wings that only work once. Oh no. The horrors of war. Why does she have scissors? Okay, the brothers are fighting here for the first time. No, not the first time. The peace summit proved the grudge between Ursa and Mishra could only end in blood. Classic brothers. Thanos is tinkering. This is his young side. Making a snake again. Why is that a fun toy? Power plant worker. These are batteries, apparently. Saheeli. Making something, I don't know what. Gnawing Thermin is breaking a cord here. That must be a danger too, I guess. Razorlash Transmigrant with the helm again. But this one has been modified a lot by Mishra. Wasteful Harvest. Oh, because they're not taking all the trees, and these people are very angry from it. Once the brothers discovered the pristine island of Argoth, the war came down to who could plunder it faster. Skystrike Officer, ready to strike with his lion-shielded ballista. Liberator. A lot of Ursa's robots on the hair. And the face. Ursa's face, maybe. Blast zone. The tower is exploding. And the wall. It has worked. The robots attacking the wall. Depth Charge Colossus. Coming from the depths, but it doesn't seem that deep. Oh, he has 4 legs actually. It is a centaur sort of thing. Maybe for stability. Painful Quandary. Is this asking a question to you, Kix? No. Oh, well. In Mishra's desperation to destroy his brother, he allowed Kix to destroy him instead. Here's his brother, Ursa. Oh, that's cool. Hercules' final meditation, destroying one of the dragon engines. 2 more are coming though. Doesn't seem to go well. Valagi Archaeologist. Looking for more Kite-Tail stones. Woodcaller Automaton can call a wooden warrior with apparently also armor. So they must have worked together before. Hulking Metamorph. Oh, that's another Hulk. Enter the battlefield as a copy of an artifact or enchantment, except it is an artifact creature in addition to its other types. And its power and toughness are equal. So you can make a Power Stone 7/7. Warlord's Elite. Oh, can you? I don't know if it's at non-token. But 3 mana as an additional cost to cast this spell. Tap 2 untapped artifacts. And then you have a 3 mana 4/4. Oh, and or lands. So it could be a 5 mana 4/4. But a 3 mana 4/4 is insane, but you need 2 small artifacts for that. Why are they elite? I don't know. But they don't have robots, so they probably won't win. Maybe the 2 on the back, in the back of the artwork. Power Stone Fracture. This guy probably put the Power Stone in there, which is impressive from his horse. Kaila's Command shows us the soldier tokens that she didn't use. Okay, maybe because she didn't use them that they are fading away. She used them a little bit, I guess. But they were mostly workers in the story. I don't know. This is her city, probably. Goblin Firebomb from the Brothers War. I haven't seen this one before. It's a common, how could I not have seen this art? But this one has 3 arms and one of his hands is a hook. This one has a lashing gun. This one is just changed a bit. Brothers and... Oh. The brothers' rivalry escalated into an all-out enmity and Tokasia paid the price. Oh no. Titania's Command shows us leaves, mostly. Tree stuff and elves. That's it. It looks cool, but not very much in details. As for the brothers, which is, I guess, logical. Shuffle for Lauren. She's looking at it. What is this tool? I don't know. She has a thing to beat it down, which is not logical at all. Kaila's Reconstruction. This is the same clothing from the... Or I guess this is the same clothing from the nobles, and then maybe her general is helping her or something. Oh, yeah, maybe to rebuild it, or this might be a builder or something. Visions of Phyrexia again, I think. But we see... What do we see? 2 brothers, maybe? Stone? Robots and pages coming in to fight each other? I don't know. Recommission. We are excavating it and getting it back to work. Or else the Falaji will take it. Artificer's Dragon. That is a robot dragon. Yep. Koilos Rock. A bird from the caves of Koilos. Maybe it's a bit magical. They make power stones. What are they destroying here? Is that sort of Thopter? Maybe they don't like it. But they have armor as well, so they must like. How do they have armor? Did someone put this on them? Did you steal it? Mishra's Juggernaut is the wall breaker actually. That does look more effective than the small robots. Root Wire Amalgam. Does it work together with the big robot? Maybe. Maybe that's the prototype. Stern Lesson. It didn't work. Bushwhack. Yeah, just a bush whacking a robot. Demolition Field. Oh, a baby. Why is this human so misformed? I have no idea. Sarinth Great War. Those teeth do not seem practical, but maybe they are meant for stabbing. Oh, that's possible. Maybe it's a really fast worm. Then it's possible. Skitter Beam Battalion. Shoots up, maybe towards Thopters and stuff. But he's pointing there, so I don't know. Dredging Claw. It's just a grappling machine. Rescue Retriever is a dog which boosts your soldiers. I have tried this out, but it doesn't work at all because it's 5 mana in a small creature deck. Desynchronize. Oh, what's cool about this is that the hand has been desynchronized as well, and this shape is desynchronizing the art, and this one as well. Rufina Kai. The stasis coffin for the ferry. Oh no, Thanos built it to be absolutely impermeable to any force inside. Luckily, it worked for any force outside as well. What's in there? Mishra? Steel exemplar. Why do all these wizard robots look the same? They do look epic. One with the multiverse. Ursa is stepping into the multiverse, which is too much honor to him. Blitz automation. This is the second robot that looks like this. Is this nice design? It misses an arm. The weapon is it in his hand? Maybe. What's this? Oh, it doesn't miss an arm. Actually, it looked like that because of this, but the arm goes here. Ah. And are these fighting him? I hope not. Thieving wormlet. Oh, he wants to bite stuff because his teeth are coming out. That's cute. Oh, and the birds don't want him to steal it, but he doesn't know that. Evolving wilds, which in this case means the lands are being burned. 2 more. Sibling rivalry. They're fighting over a robot, maybe. More, how to say? Artistic than what really happened. Mishra excavation is the last one. Taking out the wing for the team. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.